Hello and welcome to This Week at the General Assembly. This week, we will talk more about the legislators returning from break and making some changes to bills regarding public service answering points. Remember, you can find more information on any of the topics we discuss here by visiting www.ncacc.org. Well, after a week of summer recess, the legislature returned to Raleigh to resume work on the state budget and other legislation. Both chambers appointed large conference committees to negotiate their budget differences, which include discrepancies in individual dollar amounts and numerous comprehensive policy changes in the Senate budget. Some committees began hearing legislation, and Senate leadership announced the possibility of shutting down committees at the end of next week. The Senate this week merged two bills concerning PSAPs, which are public service answering points, putting the content from House Bill 730 into House Bill 512. The added language prohibits a county from billing a city for 911 dispatch services that are funded in whole or in part by the city's constituents through the county's ad valorem taxes. As amended, House Bill 512 provides that if a governing body of a city adopts a resolution requesting that the county provide 911 dispatch services, the county will have 12 months from the date of the resolution to begin providing the services at no charge to the city. These provisions were introduced on behalf of the League of Municipalities, which argued that the city residents should not be doubly taxed for the same services. Several counties have objected to this language and the resulting costs, particularly with regard to its impact on consolidated PSAPs, where cost-sharing agreements exist between the city and the county. NCACC advocacy staff worked with the League to amend the language to address some of these concerns. House Bill 512 now clearly states that the ban against billing a city for county-provided 911 dispatch services shall not apply where the county and city have a contract or agreement to share in the cost of a centralized or consolidated 911 dispatch center. Your advocates also discussed more extensive amendments to the bill with the League and legislators, but these were not included. The Uber bill gets a favorable report in Senate Transportation. The Senate Transportation Committee gave a favorable report to a bill imposing regulations on transportation network services. Senate Bill 541 was introduced at the request of the industry, which has established a national administrative model that it is urging the state to adopt. The bill defines a transportation network company, that we will refer to as a TNC, as any person that provides prearranged transportation services using an online-enabled application or platform to connect passengers with drivers. Currently, 3 TNCs are known to operate in North Carolina. Those are Uber, Lyft, and Sidecar. The bill requires each TNC to have a valid permit issued by the North Carolina Division of Motor Vehicles in order to operate in the state. The permit application fee is $5,000 and permits must be renewed annually at that same cost. TNCs are also required to maintain liability insurance coverage similar to that required for other for-hire passenger vehicle companies. In addition, a prospective driver for a TNC must undergo a local and national background check and driving record review before being permitted to drive for the company.
Hi, I'm Lauren Penamino with Local Government Federal Credit Union. LGFCU is proud to sponsor the 2015 Excellence in Innovation Awards. Administered by the North Carolina Association of County Commissioners, the Excellence in Innovation Awards program provides a total of $10,000 in awards to county employees who develop successful programs that help counties improve services to citizens. Cash awards of $1,000 each are given to 2 or more programs in each of 4 categories: general government, health and human services, public information and participation, and intergovernmental collaboration. The rules and official application form can be found under Risk Management and Member Services menu at www.ncacc.org. If you have any questions or comments about the Local Government Federal Credit Union Excellence in Innovation Awards program, please contact Membership Services Coordinator Matt Gunnett at 919-715-2354 or at the email on your screen.
In news on other bills, House Finance approves a tribal property tax bill. The House Finance Committee approved a bill eliminating county tax authority on the eastern band of Cherokee Indian tribal land. House Bill 912 would prohibit counties from levying property tax on non-tribal members who own property on tribal land. Currently, counties can levy property tax on business personal property and certain property improvements on tribal land if the personal property is owned by a non-tribal member. Counties provide services to non-tribal members, including school construction and operations, sanitation, and environmental health, as well as jails and emergency response. However, there would be no reduction in service requirements accompanying the revenue loss in this bill. The NCACC has voiced concerns with the bill in committee, generating a number of questions and debate on the impact of this revenue loss. The bill passed finance with some opposition and will be on the House floor in the coming week. The House will hear the Senate's regulatory reform bill in its Environment Committee next week, in advance of an expected non-concurrence vote by the full chamber. House Bill 765 is a bill NCACC has followed since the Senate used it as a vehicle for its annual regulatory reform provisions. Of concern to counties, the bill repeals the electronic manufacturing recycling statuses, limits local control over piping materials used in water infrastructure projects, and amends the process for approving septic systems. Well, that's all we have this week. If you would like to know more about anything we've discussed here, please visit www.ncacc.org. There you can follow us on social media to stay up to date, and you can also subscribe to our legislative bulletin. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.